Sorry guys, we are recording, we're back on. I forgot to take it off mute. Right, good evening guys, and you probably know by the description we're on the 2001 CB radio, the Midland 2001 tonight. And what we're going to do, we're live in the shack. We're not in the shack though, we're in the workshop because we're doing a job in the workshop. So, and we ought to test this little radio on Friday in the shack. Now, what we're going to do, we've not got the test set on because we don't need the test set, because this has already been serviced, it all works correctly. This 2001 works beautifully, there's nothing wrong whatsoever. So what we're going to do, we're going to just get a couple of people in. Get a few views in. Why are we not on? Why are we not recording? The stream's not working. Hello, Clarence. Why are we not streaming? Why are we really down there? The speed's really down. Why is that down? Wow. We're getting nothing there, guys. Oh yeah, we are. It's just jumps up straight away there. So if we have any issues, guys, I don't know what the problem is. If we have any issues, I'm just going to end the stream. I'm not fucking about, to be honest. I don't know what the issue is with that. We've got no internet running. If we have any issues with it, guys, I'm just gonna turn. If it goes off, I'll just say good night now, because if it goes off, I won't be coming back. I say that, and I always do. So I'm hoping that we're gonna be working. Yeah, I know the problem. Yeah, because it's jumping up and down all over the place, and I don't know why. Let me just hang on. Let me try and see if it's the aerial. Right. See how that's doing. It keeps going up and down, and I'm not sure why. Hello, Clark. Hello, Martin. We'll see how that is. I've just moved the aerial. See how that is. But there's not much I can do if it fails. I mean, if it fails, it fails. But it dropped right down to nothing. And I mean right down. So, yeah. I don't know. See, it's doing it again. Signal's dropping right down. That's bad. I mean, I don't know what's happening with it. I don't know. Don't know, it just keeps dropping off and coming back up again. I don't know. I mean, if it's going to do that, there's no point. Yeah, I don't understand it, guys. See, I can't get to the aerial because the fucking TV's in the fucking way. Oh. Like all the computers there. See, that's dropped off there now. Right, let me try and see, I can't get to anything. Can't get. See, the fucking signal's just crap. The Wi-Fi signal's just rubbish. There. See if that fucking helps anything. I just moved the aerial a little bit there and it went right up. No, it's dropping off. As soon as I put my fucking hand back there, it goes alright. Right. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's just doing me head in. Nothing I can do about it. If it goes off, it won't be coming back on. Right. We'll see how we go. Anyway, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to go to camera 3. And there it is all laid out. Yeah, the case is not immaculate, I do admit. You know, a bit of sandblasting might have helped it. And don't forget the state, don't worry about the state of the front. Them blemishes you can see below the control knobs. That's just tape that needs to be cleaned off from when I masked the front up. So let's see, shall we? Should we go and start putting it together? Yeah, I nearly lost the, what do you call it? Then I thought I'd lost the PTT switch for the microphone, but I haven't. We've got everything. The tape deck's done. I didn't bother doing a video. I just set it and put the top back on. If any of you need to adjust one of them and you need the manual, let me know. I'll gladly share the manual with you. Right, so we're on anyway. So we stay that way. Right, let's get this phone back to camera mode, back to, we've got 5 in. Yeah. I can't zoom in because I can't find the remote. Besides, you don't want me zooming in anyway. You want to be seeing everything. So, what we're going to start with. Well, should we put the mic together first, guys? Yeah, should we put the mic together? We'll put the mic together. Right, so we've got this bit goes to this bit. Then this bit we need to put a little bit of glue just there. And I bought this is what Microchips uses. It's Microchips approved glue. And all we do is just put a little bit I don't know whether we've got a hole in there. Sometimes you have to screw these down. Now I would imagine that we've got a hole in there because it goes right to there, so yeah, I would imagine. So that doesn't want to come out. Does this needle pull out of this? That doesn't want to come out, guys. Oof, I can smell it. Yeah, that doesn't want to come out. Squeeze that back down so it's open. Otherwise, let's get my pliers. And something's just dropped on the floor. We'll pick that up in a minute. You can pull this out And there is a hole through that. Wonder if it's blocked. There's a hole through that. Let's push this onto here. Let's get me clippers on there so I don't end up sticking it through my fucking hand. Right. This is designed to be pulled out because you can use it in standard mode or needle mode. There you go. No, it's not coming out. I bought a fucking pack of glue. I bought a fucking tube of glue here that's fucking knackered. Let's try it without the needle. I bought a fucking tube of glue here that's fucked. No, it's got glue there. That's fuck all, innit? Oh yeah, there we go. Now let's put my needle back in. See if it'll come through my needle, because I don't want it coming all up like that. Right. Not a very fucking full jet, not a very full one, that is it? No, it won't come through that. But you can actually feel the hard glue. Fuck it, just use the fucking glue as is. Just pull the fucking, oops, put that there. Pull that out. Just put a little bit on there. You know what this is? You know what it smells like? It smells like a rubber solution. Stuff you mend a puncture with. We only need a little bit of it on there. And what we're going to do, we're going to stick that. It just goes on there like that, guys. That just sticks in there. You only stick it on at one end. That's fucking stuff you use for fixing punctures with. Get rid of that, we don't need that now anyway. We only need it for that. Right, now what we do, put that, and it's come through the fucking vent on the mic. There we go. That's that stuff you use for fixing your punctures with. There we go. That's gone into there, guys. I'll come to the chat in a minute. That's gone into there. I'm not worried about scraping. We'll get the we can get the, what do you call it, off. IPA will sort that out. That's it. Right, there we go. Now what we need to do is fit the microphone. Move this lot up here. Oh, hang on, we've got to put some screws in. There we go. They're all the mic screws. So we need the little screwdriver that we dropped a minute ago. Whoops. There we go. Right, so pop that one in there. Yeah, that's all right. Now, that's not for there. There you go. Now, that one in the next one. Just get it straight. There you go. Next one goes there. There's probably those of you thinking, well, why are you showing us this? Because if I don't, somebody will say, wait, we didn't see that bit. We didn't see that bit. So, next one, what we do, we've got the soldering iron on in case any wires come off. Put that in there. Then what we do, we put that. Not sure which way around that goes. Goes that way. Then what we've got these little two screws here, little small tiny things, we don't want to lose those. Now, there's another one. These are nice mics, these. Remember, don't over tighten them, guys. Oops. Then what we want to do is get a bit more glue and we want to stick that's that fucking stuff to use for fixing punches with. I know because I can recognise the smell. Right. Make sure that goes in. I've not forgotten about the PTT button. Yeah, we've got plenty of space there. Because we want to crush this right on so it holds the microphone lovely and tight. Now we'll slide the PTT button in. Some people put oil in these. Don't never do that because it makes the plastic brittle. Never ever put oil in it. Put that there. That there you go. And what we'll do, we'll hold it in the middle. The paint on this should be rock hard by now, but we'll hold it in the middle just to be sure. Now we'll get our might use Stumpy. No, we'll use this one. If we can't, we get stuck and it slips, we'll use. It's a shame about the rust on the screws. That would have been nice to have some nice new screws, but we haven't, so this is what we've got. Why have we got? Hang on. That's the wrong screw. Because that goes in there. That's the one. Now I understand. Let's use this other one, it might be better. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Right. We've got fingerprints out, they wipe off, yeah they do. We've got a bit of a blemish there, but there's nothing they can do. The idea is not to make the radio factory mint, the idea is to make the radio look good. You know, so if somebody else gets hold of it, which they probably will at some point, because I'm not going to live forever. So if somebody else gets hold of it, they say, oh, isn't that lovely, isn't that nice? You know, and when they hold the mic, it feels good. Doesn't feel like a 40-year-old mic. Oops. Don't feel like a 40-year-old mic. Or work like one. Because the mic has been serviced. We put a new insert in because it was knackered, it was open circuit, so we put a new insert in, well, a new second-hand one. If you ever see them cheap Altai power mics for sale, guys, you know, the ones that are shit, buy them because they're worth it for, but they're worth it for the insert. If the insert's good, they're worth buying. Now what we'll do, we'll use this screwdriver because this is a bigger screw. There you go, don't overdo them. Right guys, what do you think of that? Let's get me cloth. Let's get me cloth. Give it a wipe. And we're going to test this radio on Friday in the shack. I would have liked to have tested here, but my aerial doesn't work in here. There we go. Don't know what that is there, but it looks like we've... It'll do. Must have caught it with the silver. But that's... I'll tell you what, guys. I've even cleaned the cord. There you go. That looks like new, near enough. Got a mark on the top there, not asked about that. Couple of scratches, we're not asked. You know, we're not making it look like new. Just making it look presentable. Right, now what we need to do is clean the front. Get these bits of tape off that stuck on the front, because I use that red gaffer tape, duct tape. Get the little rub, the old shirt. There we go. Now what we need to do is stick the channel window back in, give that a quick rub, stick the channel window back in, and what we'll do with the channel window, we'll not use that stuff because I don't want it everywhere. We would normally use the super glue, but I can't seem to find that. Oh, shitty now. Right, that was near. Nearly spilt all them out. I think a few of them did fall out. Where's my super glue? It was on the table here. There it is. So what we'll do, this is what you call it, super glue. This is proper Loctite. And the nice thing about Loctite is there you go, is there's a little needle in the lid and it never ever blocks the tube. So all we do there, we just pop that back in, and we're not in there properly. There we are, we should be now. Don't want to get it on the outside, no, that's good. We did get a bit of spray paint on here. Where it's gone through, but we can just get that off to just do that. That'll do us. Right, move all this lot. So that's all that done. Now, take that off. That's my channel knob, my spare. I use that when I can't find my knob. Now what we need to put the fucking front on the right way, you dopey bleeder. I'll come to the front chat in a minute, guys. There you go. Who's this? Who the fuck's this? Who is it? Oh, it's the Mildred. Hang on, Mildred. Dryer. Bear with me, Mildred. Yeah, pull that gate too, so you can't. You don't have to shut it, just pull it too. Because it's this thick.
You're going to go through here with it.
Hey? Does it what?
We'll go through there.
Yeah, you just be able to lift it, Mildred. It's only small. It's on top of the fridge freezer in the kitchen. It's only small.
Where's the fucking money? Hopefully now we'll get started with that.
It's got a starter in it.
This is the crank in it.
Yes. There you see.
Put no wheel on it.
No, is it foot, Mildred? If it had wheels on, they wouldn't have put it on top of my fridge freezer. It'd have rolled off when it was running.
You couldn't be asked taking outside.
No, well, Mick was supposed to take it. One day Mick said just leave it there, I'll grab it off there. Yeah.
Done the brake.
Have you done your brakes? I phoned Mick, he wasn't on holiday. I'll tell you why later, because I'm on YouTube at the moment. I'll tell you why later.
Have we still not fucking complaint?
No, it wasn't.
They shifted all the new ones on me beside me, huh?
Yeah, no, what it wasn't. What it was, Mildred, they were having a what it was, his son Paul, it's not no problem. His son Paul had a couple of vehicles, they were his sons, and they weren't taxed, and they clamped them. So they've been on a clamping purge in Brinnington.
Oh no, they're clamping around the corner from me.
Yeah, they've been on a clamping purge around Brinnington apparently, Mildred.
Mine's snapped it.
Snap smooth.
Where is he?
He's right behind you, don't put that down, you'll drop it
Behind
behind
me?
back.
Oh, in front of me.
He's just gone behind you. Now if I adjust that slightly there, there you go. You know if you'd have left your wallet at home, Mildred, your videos would get through. Oh, I phoned Mike Walworth about shifting that stuff. He's at the hospital next week. I told him what I'll do. I'll work it out when we might put your Craig on it. What do you think?
Oh, we could do.
Yeah, we could do because he's more reliable than fucking spit and spat, innit?
I'm not taking that fucking heavy yet.
No. No, take Craig. Because he said we could take whatever we want out of his cellar.
Fucking hell, we're down them steps.
No, your Craig is. He
won't
will. He won't. He will.
He won't want any of that.
No, I do.
Yeah, well, get it then.
I can't in this. I can't with my back.
Oh, God, you got a one with your back.
There is.
If you fucking wallet up and your teeth on it.
I don't think I have anyway. Yeah, my wallet's dead light, Mildred is now in it. I keep telling you I must pause a church mouse. Hey, I'm going to get back in, people are awaiting me. Right, you've had me shit, I'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye. Right, that's another piece of shit gone. An old tumble dryer. He wants the metal work, he wants the metal off it for something he's doing. We're back, guys and girls. I'm going to come to the chat now, I might as well. Come and speak to you fellow folks for a minute. There it is. Hey! Who we got? Good evening, Clarence, Chipmunk. Yeah, say goodbye to you too. Say goodbye then. Hello, hello, Chris. Hello, Julie, honey. Hope you are good, love. I remember Loctite. That is how I spell it. I think that's how it's spelled, actually. I think that's how you spell it. I stuck my fingers together as a kid trying to fix a bike in a tube. Puncture, silly me. Was just too impatient to wait for a proper repair kit. I stuck my teacher to the chair with it. Mrs. Stockton. She had this dead thin summer dress on. And I put a pool of it on. I put a pool of super glue 3 on her chair that I pinched. I stole it from Woolworths on my way to school. Hang on, that's not in properly, that front. Ooh, that was close. Just hope the glue hasn't set. No, I think we just got away with that. Yeah. I mean, this is not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination, guys. It really isn't. Just to make it look a bit better, that's all. You know? Just to take the eye off it. I mean, that's... I've not done the TX light. I'm not that bothered about that. I can't. I did have a scrapper somewhere, but I can't find it. And this front won't go back on. Why won't the fucking front go on? It's... That's it. Now the TX light's moved out of position. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, it doesn't matter about the TX light, it doesn't work anyway, but getting this. If it doesn't go in right this time, I'll just take the TX bulb out. Yeah, it has that time. That's the front on, guys. So now what we need is the screws that go here and two on the other side. And when you do these, guys, don't over tighten them, you'll only fuck up the plastic. That's not quite right. It's as right as it's going to go. It'll probably pull itself in anyway. We tighten this up, there you go. You just don't want to snug these, you don't want to put any pressure on them or anything, because it breaks the plastic. I mean, this is not going to be mint, it never is, and it's not intended to be. It's just intended to look up. Whoop! I nearly dropped it in between my legs. And that's what you want, a CB radio in your bollocks. You've never lived unless you've had a CB radio fall in your bollocks. That's if you've got bollocks. If you haven't got bollocks, then it doesn't apply. Yeah, what about the government, eh, guys? Taking everybody's benefit, and a lot of people... I mean, I can understand them getting rid of the people who are lead swingers, people who don't need it, but there's people who do and need it very badly, and they're taking it off them, and it ain't fair. Right, so what we do, we'll turn this round so that it's in position. I'll do. Next one, we'll turn this round so it's in position. The channel one's broke, guys, and there's not much I'm going to be able to do about that, but just put that back on there for now. I have got a better one somewhere. Now what we need to do, look at that top, it's not bad, it's got a couple of runs, but it'll do. As I say, mint is not what we're going for here. We're just going to make the radio look nice. Make it look presentable. Now we'll come back to that one in a minute, because I like to get a couple of them in, and then you know they're going to fucking fit then. Well, that is, it lines up beautifully. Some of them don't. Soldering irons on, ready to solder up the old speaker. We can tighten that now, I think. There you go. Don't tighten them too much. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. Yeah, spot on. Don't tighten them too much, because if you over tighten them, you only end up stripping the threads, and they don't have to be. You don't have to swing. Oh, that's not the right screw for that. What's that off? Oh, I know what that's off. Oh, I think I do. What are them ones off? Might not be off this. We should have another. They might be off somewhere else. So what we do, it could be from somewhere else then. Do I know your name? Yeah, we've got a few runs in it, but who cares? It's the wrong hole. Who cares? I mean, if I was doing this and I was expecting to get top dollar for it, if I sell it, then I'd make it immaculate, but that's not the intent here. The intent is to make it look good. Just make it look nice. Tell you what, you know, I like that paint. That paint is really, really... I'm just trying to get it in here, guys. There you go. So if I can now get that under there. Oh. I think those screws should have been a little longer. There you are. I think I've put some, there we go. No, yeah. I think I've put one of the long ones in the wrong place. Do. Shouldn't be. I thought they were all the same freaking length. No, obviously not, because they don't fit, because it doesn't, so obviously they're not the right ones, and they're not them, because they are metal screws that go into metal work, and with some short as well. I must have lost some. I thought they were all in here. Let's just have a look at these ones. I mean, it's not a problem, but I think we've lost a couple. Let's have a look at these ones. Well, that's the same length. All the same fucking length. So I wonder where I put the ones for the speaker. Them ones there are not it, because they're used. Let's take these back out. So where did I put the fucking screws for the speaker? I put them somewhere. Now that can go back in. That's not one of the what do you call it, ones I can go back in. Yeah. In that. No. Don't know where they are. Lovely. Yeah. Let's move it out of the way for a minute. Right. Yeah. That looks like fairly long. But see, that goes there. And the speaker goes there. And that goes there. That's not long enough. I know it ain't. Right, let's get in position. There we go. That's not long enough. We just know that's not long enough. It doesn't even tighten. Doesn't grip. So, where did I put the fucking screws? They're the ones for... Are them back in there? No. Put these ones back in the bottom. So where did I put the fucking screws for the speaker? I thought I threw them all in the same tub. I have got some more. Can't remember where they are. But I think they're up there. Because I have got some screws that I stripped, because I stripped a Midland AM. So I have got some of these. We'll have a look up there in a minute. Up on the shelf. There you go. Let's just go and have a look on the shelf. Because there's a box up there. And I can see it from here. Scraps, move a minute, son. Don't know where they are. They're in a pot somewhere. But I'm pretty sure. No, I thought that was the box I could see. It's not. Oh, yeah. Nope. Nope. I thought it was up there. No, it's not. Well, where's that? What the fuck's that? No. Right. Is it up on there? This could be it. Oh, I found my soldering iron bits, guys. But no, that's not it. I've got a box and it's absolutely full of Midland screws, but I don't know where the bloody hell it is. It's not there. The only place I can think it could be. See what's in this tub on the top here? Nope. Nope. Ah. Oh. Is this it? Or is that that's my test motor? I know that because of the fucking weight of it. It's got test motor written on it. I need to clean this bench because I can't get to. Don't know where anything is. No. Right. I know I've got a fucking box full of fucking Midland bits. Oh well. I'll have to put my thinking cap on. Oh. I threw them all in the fucking same thing. These are not them. I don't know what these are off, but they're not off this. Might have held a mic holder on. But I threw them all in there. I did, I threw them all in there. In that fucking, I threw them all. Let's put that on there for a minute. Right, well I took it apart on here, so let's see. See, the thing is, I'm trying to think, and I can't fucking remember where I put them. Right, let me have a think. Are they in here? No. That screws out that amp, and these are out of that amp and all. Yeah. Yeah, the transformer for that came this morning. Oh, hang on. Here we are. I told you I had a box of Midland bits and they're all here. Now look at this. Right, so let's see. Right. See, these are longer, you see. That's longer. Don't know what that one's out of. It's got to be out of a Midland. So where's the other? That's out of a Midland mic. Now, so where's the other fucking screws? Right, that's what come out of that lot. So we've only got 2 screws here. And only one of them's the right one. So what happened to the rest of them? Oh, for God's sake, guys. I'll tell you what we might have to do. Not something I want to fucking do, to be honest. But I think we might. Yep. Yep. We're going to have to just use them tappers. As much as I don't fucking want to. Oops, let's move this lot out of the way so we don't scratch the paint. Yeah, because are these tappers, or are these tapped or machined? I think they're machined. I think they are. Doesn't matter. When they're in here, you ain't gonna fucking see them. And they look the same from the outside, so they probably fucking are out of this. I mean, look at the length of them fuckers. Look at the length of them. The fucking length of them bastards. Right. But that being said, that's an 8 ohm. That's the original one. That's an 8 ohm, and that's got a bit of damage on it there. So what we'll do, we'll use this one. Yeah, get that centered. Yeah, that's alright. Get that level. They're not quite level yet, but they will as they level up. They will as we go get them in. Well, they're going in anyway, so that one's a bit bent and twisted. Not use that. Use that one. Okay, now that one. Gonna have to hold that one till I get it so far in. Just put my pliers on it. That's it. It should go in. There you go. There we go. Put that there. And hold the speaker against it. That's it. Next one, which is there, and we've got another clean screw there. Let's get this other one here, it's not bent. Because people put these in and they do them in a way where they bend them. Yeah. Now that is a bit. Undo this one. And if I turn that and move the speaker, there we go. I remember doing this once. And I pulled the speaker, the fucking magnet came off. Fucking years ago. I was putting something together. And I pulled the speaker towards me. And the fucking magnet, I mustn't have undone it well enough, or the magnet wasn't that well stuck. And the fucking magnet pulled off the back of the cunting speaker. There you go. I'll hold it, it won't do any harm. Yep, you can't argue with that. Now what we need to do is stick the white one on. The white one's live, I think. Doesn't matter. It's a fucking speaker, it's mono, so. And put the green one on. Right, where's our 3 screws? 3 screws here. But remember guys, won't screw it all the way in yet. If you're going to have me do something for you, make sure you protect the fucking, look at the fucking state of that one. But still, you can see it is the right one for this, so it is going in. Gonna let me do something for you. Make sure take the screws out first. Oh, look at that, guys. I'm really pleased. Do you know, this was a right piece of shit when it came in. Honestly, it was a right bag of shit. It looked horrible when it came in. You put your left leg in, your left leg out, in, out, you shake it all about. You do the okey cokey and you turn around. And then you think, why won't this fucking screw go in? There you go. I've got the side bracket for this, but I want to spray it before I put it back on. Let's put them other two on the nicer. I need a rubber as well to go on because there's a rubber missing. So I need to find a piece of rubber to put in. That one. Well, that one, no, that's a bit of a mess. Yeah, we've got a hair stuck in it there. I can live with that. It's definitely a hair, it's not a scratch. It's under the paint. There we go. Oh, don't want to squeeze that right up because it'll twist the paint off. Right, so what we do is just give it a bit of a oh, lovely. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Right, so what we'll do, we'll put it on the test set just to show you guys. Just put it on and give you a quick look. Just clear all this stuff off so we don't end up scratching anything. I hope that speaker works I put in. I didn't test it. Just assume it did. Or just assume it does. Right. So there's my fucking test set's all tangled up down here. Well, not my test set, my power supply wires. Oh, what's caught up down there? It's caught up on something. I could have just yanked that, but I'd have broke something, so I didn't. Plug that in there. That had us all worried, didn't it? Get this box. You prop this box under it. Now, put on channel 20. Right, let's key it up. I don't know where the plug is for the camera, for the JVC. So it would help if I knew where that was, because we can't put the test set on. Never mind, I'll just tell you. Right, so Right, 4.01 on the power. We'll go to receive, and that's cyanide. And if we go to, we're on channel 20, we're receiving. Right, we're receiving a minus 20, we're receiving minus 122, but we can't give you the readings because me like an idiot, well, we're just knocked on the floor, because me, like a complete and total buffoon, has gone and not plugged the cyanide meter in. Me, like a total buffoon, has not plugged the cyanide, the audio lead in for the test instruments. Now, external speaker, there we go. Right, so where are we for 12 decimals? Where are we for 12? So we are at 118 minus 118 dB for 12 dB for 12 dB cyanide. That'll do us. So what we'll do, we'll go to transmit, and we'll look at the frequency. And the frequency should actually be spot on. It might be a bit high, might be a bit low. I hope I don't have to undo it. But I think I put it on frequency. It was off, but I don't think I did put it on. So I'll press that. What are we? 2779,126. We should be 2779,125. So we're a little bit higher. We're a little bit up on what we want to be. But that's slightly, it will drop with age, so we're alright with that. So we'll go to camera 1. There you go, guys. And I can't zoom in, unfortunately, because I can't find the zoomer inner. I've lost my zoomer inner. Yeah, but we're working. It's working. But I can't find the fucking zoomer inner. Where's my zoomer inner? It's usually in here somewhere. I mean, I usually lose it, but usually find it again. It could be anywhere, that. I'm not bothered. Right, guys. You'll get to see it when we zoom in on Friday anyway. Don't know where my zoomer inner is. My zoomer inner. I've lost my zoomer inner, guys. I can't find my zoomer inner. Where are you, Mr. Zoomer inner? It's here somewhere. Yeah. It is here somewhere, guys, but there it is. I found you. You were hiding, you naughty zoomer inner. There you go, guys. Yeah, let me know what you think. There you go. And it's got the original mic. The original factory mic. Look at that mic. Don't they come up well, them mics, when you redo them? That's the original factory mic. It's nice to have the factory mics. In fact, I might be able to hear the deviation if I turn this up. One, two. One, one, two. One, two, one, two. One, two, one, two. Yeah, that's working. That's working. I'll unplug the test set. So we're working as we're expecting to there, guys. And, you know, tomorrow night on the channel, we might be on the black box. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's really working. It'll do the job. Let's turn the test set off. There you go. That down there. Put that on the top of there. There you go, guys. Look at that. You can almost shave in front of it. You know. We haven't done a repair to this, by the way. This radio was working when it came in. It just looked shabby. We need to get another channel control. We've got one in the spares. There's one on the spares radio. That spares radio does actually work, but I've nicked the reference crystal out of it. The 10.248 crystal, 10.24 crystal. I've nicked that out of it, and I wouldn't trust moving it on to anybody, guys. I really wouldn't, because it was really a bad radio. It'd been really messed with, and I couldn't trust whether the VCO was going to stay in lock, because it kept going out that often. But eventually it did stay in lock, but I wouldn't be able to trust it. I wouldn't be able to say, yeah mate, nice radio, you know, and I've got to be able to do that. If I can't do that, then they stay here. So let's have a look at the chat. Who's chatting? Who's chatting? Chatting. Looking really good, Andy. Thanks, Julie. Hi, Malcolm. That paint job turned out nice. So what it is? Hi, Dave. Yeah, you know, it is. It's not meant. Don't get me wrong, guys. Right? It's not meant. It's not meant to be. You know? It's not meant to be. It's just meant to just take, you know, just meant to just sort of, it's just all it's meant to do, guys, right? I'll be honest. Right? It's not designed to hoodwink anybody, because it would never fool anybody. It's not designed for that purpose. It's not designed to be sold as something it isn't, or it's not been sold, it's been kept at the moment. But it's not designed to be something it isn't. It's a 40-year-old radio. You know, it was made in 1981. This is one of the early ones. November 1981. Now, CB was made legal in November. I think it was November the 2nd, 1981 when it was made legal. This is one of the early ones. And, you know, I just think, you know, freshening them up a bit, you're not doing any harm, and, you know, whoever has it after me, you know, will be notified that it's had a repaint. You can tell it's had a repaint. I mean, the microphone was almost green. You know, I want to try and give this a bit more of a, because we've got some of that residue from when I stuck the pad back in. I wish I hadn't stuck it in now with that. We should have used a blob of super glue. But it's in there now. That's it. That's that puncher outfit glue. That's what it smells like. Imagine talking and you've got that whiff going up your nose. Man, you could be worse. You could be talking and get the whiff away. I mean, the front's not even perfect. You know, I could have got the front a lot better than what I did, but, you know, the idea is to just you know, just freshen it up, guys, not make it look like, you know, the intent here is not to turn a pig's ear into a silk purse, a sow's ear into a silk purse. That's not the intent here. You know, the intent is to just make it look nice, make it look good, make it look presentable. You know, if I had that sat in the shack, I wouldn't be embarrassed. You know, the only thing is the fucking TX light doesn't work, and I'm not going to all that trouble now just for the fucking TX light. So what, the TX light doesn't come on. Do we really care about the TX light? Not really. You know you're transmitting because you're holding the mic, you're holding the button on the mic in. So, you know, if you can't work out by the fact that you're holding the button of the mic in and you're transmitting, you know, if you can't work out you're actually talking and you're on the air, there's a problem. But yeah, as I say, you know, it's not intended to look new, it's not intended to feel new, it's just intended to look and feel fresh. You know, I don't know how they get them to do it, but I can't seem to get the mic to stand up on the top like that. Oh, there we go. That's not bad. But look at the shine on the mic. I mean, you know, that microphone, that's taken 30 years, taken 40 years off it, hasn't it, guys? I mean, look at it. 40 odd years off it, look. Just by giving it a but the paint won't come off. The paint won't come off because I sanded it first. I gave it a key for the paint to grip to. I don't undercoat them or fucking prime them or outline. I don't do any of that. I just give them a good key with a scotch pad on the back of a sponge. Just give them a good key with one of them, and then spray them. You know, clean them and wipe them down and spray them. And you know, that's what we do. You know, that's the idea. Yeah, but that glue certainly won't go through that needle that you get supplied with it. So whether I got a shit tube of glue, I don't know. But I mean, I'll still use the glue. I'm not mithered. I'll still use the glue. But you know, and this has got the original plug on as well. I mean, some of these had a blue lead on them. The American ones, the ones for the American market, had a blue lead on them. I've seen them with a blue lead, the AM ones. But I think they started putting FM. I think they started when they brought them over to the UK. They started putting black leads on them. Yeah, I'm pleased with that, guys. Am I happy? Dead right, I'm happy. I think that's turned out really well. You know, from all over it. If I unplug the power supply, hang on. There you go. And the paint's nice and hard now, so I'm not frightened about handling it. But look at that, guys. You can, you know, it's got my fingerprints all over it now, but you know, that's a nice little radio. You know, I can't remember if I sprayed that PA switch. I think I did. It works anyway. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. I would have done. Let's just check it. I think I would have done. Because I sprayed the volume I sprayed the volume and the squelch controls. So I think I would have done. Just check it. Why have we got no sound? That could actually be a dirty fucking, what do you call it, plug? That could be dirty, what do you call it? No? Oh. Oh. Why have we got no fucking sound? I don't think it'll be the switch. No, that's correct. That's PA. Spray a bit of cleaner onto the plug and then we'll plug the plug in. There we go. Spray a bit of that onto the plug. And then what we'll do, we'll plug. That's not working now. Can hear it. Can hear it. But I wonder why. It's got to be a dirty PA switch. That's all I've done is flick that. Yeah, it's got to be that. It's got to be, oh, hang on, the squelch. Dirty switch. We'll sort that out. Yeah, the switch is a bit shit. See if we can get a bit of this just down into there. Got all over the fucking front. Yeah, fucker. Just get me. There we go. What we'll do, we'll put a new switch in that, guys. I'm not going to mess with it now. Can't be bothered. But yeah, we'll put a new switch in that. It'll only take 2 minutes to swap it out. In fact, I might even be able to repair the one that's in, just give it a clean, take it apart and clean it. But that's working, guys. I'm happy so far. But what we'll do Friday, we'll take it in the shack on Friday. Yeah, what we'll do, we'll take it in the shack on Friday, guys, and we'll do a rig check. I'll try and get that switch done beforehand. But we'll take it in on Friday and give it, I overlooked that. Oh well. We'll take it on Friday and give it a rig check. For all you people that like to see a rig check. Because I can't do it on the aerial here because it hasn't been done yet. I'm still waiting for the aerial man to come and SWR this aerial for me. And I need it doing. But I mean, I'll address that switch. The switch is not a problem. I'll just it's easy enough to take the switch apart, clean it and put it back together. There'll only be crap that's in it. And it does feel a bit loose to switch, so we'll do that. Yeah, 4.1 is acceptable, and I haven't tuned the transmitter. I didn't tune the transmitter, guys. I only tuned the receiver because I didn't have to tune the transmitter because it's about the same all over the place. It's about 1. Sorry. It's about 4.1, 4.2 all over the place. So I didn't see the point of messing with it. You know, what's the point of messing? Because you can only make things worse by doing that. So, yeah, it's 19:27. 27 minutes past 7. I've still got some of these fucking sweets, you know. Yeah. Yeah, look at that, guys. I've got some brains. I'm eating brains. That eyeball. I've got this at all, guys. I've got this for when I feel like it. Nice bottle of scotch. Famous grouse. I got it off. My mate brought it for me yesterday. He's gone back to Scotland today. I hope he has a safe trip. My good friend Gary used to live over the road. But he met a girl and moved to Scotland. He sold up and moved. I don't blame him. And every time he comes down, most of the time he comes down, normally has a drink with me, but he couldn't fit it in this time. So he brought me a bottle of scotch. Yeah, walnuts, yeah, squirrel brains. Hey, you know what? There's a hazelnut in every bite, don't you? Squirrel shit. I won't eat all these, guys. To be honest, I'm fed up of eating them now. Right, guys. At least the Wi-Fi started behaving itself. Right, folks, I think it's time. That time has come. The time has come for me to go, I think. Because we're moving on now. And there's a few things I want to do, and I want to go to bed. Go to bed early because I'm tired. There's another eyeball. This one's wrapped up. They're alright, these eyeballs. They're good to see you through. You know, you should eat a couple of them, guys. They'll see you through the week. I remember once I went to the butcher's. I says, the butcher says, "What can I get you?" I says, "I'll have a sheep." I says, "I'll have a sheep's head." I said, "But cut it as near its ass as possible." And I'm a bit short. Cut it as near its ass as possible. Yeah. Just think, guys, there's places on the planet where people actually eat real eyeballs. Ugh! I won't be able to get them down. I think the Arabs eat them, don't they? Eyeballs. Fucking sheep's eyeballs. I suppose they're handy if you want something to see you through the week, I suppose. But no, I'll be honest, guys. I couldn't eat fucking eyeballs. How many of you guys could sit down to a plate, or girls even? How many of you guys and girls could sit down to a plate of eyeballs? Or more to the point, have any of you guys and girls ever tried eyeballs? Dad joke, I know, but, you know, have any of you ever tried eyeballs? I wouldn't be able to get them down, I'll be perfectly honest. I wouldn't be able to eat the fuckers, me. There's some little chocolatey things in here and all. They're a fucker to unwrap. Why couldn't they have covered them in rice paper? Then you could have just chucked the whole thing in your fucking mouth, because you can eat rice paper. Obviously it's edible. And there we go. Oh, that won't come apart. No, I can't. No. No, definitely not, mate. No. I mean, look at the Chinese. They eat fucking anything, don't give a fuck, do they? If it crawls, walks, grows, swims, slithers, flies, they're not fucking arse. They fucking eat anything. Fucking bird's nest fucking soup. Ugh. When the Chinese first started coming over here, you know, they were dropping like flies. And the reason why, they saw all these horse chestnut trees and they thought it was Christmas. The variety of horse chestnut we get in this country is inedible. You cannot eat them. A horse chestnut, for you fuckers who don't know what it is, it's a conker. I mean, you do get a lot of nut for your money, but you can't eat them. Got thrown out of a family get together for dipping mealworms into the chocolate fountain with my cousin, who almost free protein. Right. I'll take your word for that. Take your word for that, Martin. I'll tell you what, I'll have the meal, you can have the fucking worm. Ugh. No. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Of course. we didn't have any microwaves in the 70s, and to be honest I don't think it would have worked. I think if you tried microwaving it would have exploded, because the water content in them would have built up. But I've never tried it, so I don't know. I made a conker once in woodwork. I turned it on the wood turning lathe, but I made it in a regular shape. I got fed up of losing, so I decided to try my hand at turning wood. I used a piece of light oak. I turned it on the lathe to an irregular shape. Microwave it after drilling it, yeah. So anyway, I coated it with a really dark stain, and then I varnished it with yacht varnish. But I didn't cover the bottom of it, which was pretty much flat. I just put a bit of tape, put a bit of like a circle of tape on the bottom, so that the stain wouldn't go on that bit. Hang on. Yeah. Anyway. So you use ironwood. What is ironwood? Well, fucking oak's as good as, isn't it? You try hitting a piece of fucking oak, it's like iron. Anyway, so I let it cure for a few days. Let the varnish go hard, and then I drilled a hole right through it on the pillar drill in the woodwork room. Threaded a black boot lace through it, and then went out into the playground at playtime. Anyone want a game of conkers? This lad said, yeah, he said, I will. Can't remember his name. Doesn't matter, it's not important. And I said, do you want to go first? No, he said, you go first. I said, okay. And he said, it'll be the last first you go. He said, it was stood there sniggering. Anyway, so I took my stance and I fucking took my shot, raised up, take my shot. And as I brought it down, he flinched. And as you should have fucking heard it, it rang off his fucking knuckle. His fucking knuckle come up like that, guys. Fucking knuckle swelled right up. Fucking hell, I got bollocks off the headmaster. Yeah, we used to use a black lace. I don't know whether it come out of a rugby boot or whether it come out of somewhere else. It was just a black lace. Anyway, I got frog marched into Mr. Midland's office, the headmaster. And up until he left, he had it on his desk as a paperweight. I asked him for it back when he was leaving and he said no. He fucking took it with him. He said, what you've done is very serious. I says, what I've done was fucking by accident. I said, the cunt flinched. I said, he flinched, Mr. McGlynn. I said, if he hadn't have flinched, I'd have hit his conker. It went round them. Black lace, yeah, they came out in the 70s. Yeah. I go do. I've got a rude one by then called Have a Screw. And I've got Dolly Parton's tits. I don't mean literally, by Chubby Brown. I've had enough of eating them, guys. Anyway, and you lot are probably sick of listening to my jowls chewing them. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. They certainly were, Martin, they certainly were. Most of the best days of my life were my childhood. I had a very good childhood, even though it was spent in the care of the local authority, most of it. But, you know, and yeah, I had a very good childhood. Very good. I was well looked after, well cared for and well liked in the places I was in. Windows is the shittiest OS I've ever worked with. I don't know, I don't have a problem with it. I keep saying I've had enough of them and yet I'm still eating the cunts. Well, to be honest with you, I ended up in the children's home because of my own stupid fault. My parents were great when we was kids. I mean, my mother wasn't very maternal, but she was still there. And my father, my father, he worked a lot, he spent a lot of time from home. But when he was home, he made up for it. I remember on a Sunday he used to go out and have a couple of pints and a game of cards with his mates. He'd come home, he'd eat his Sunday dinner, he'd fall asleep in the chair for a couple of hours in front of the television. And then he'd wake up, he'd have a cup of tea and a fag. And he'd say, right, you lot, and he'd call the dog in. He'd say, right, you lot, in a circle in front of me, and all four of us would all get in a circle, five if you count the dog. The dog would get down as well, and he'd sit there as if he was one of us, our Mitch, and he'd sit there, and my dad would turn around and say, right, you lot, do your best. And he'd sit there with his arms open, and we'd all go for him. And even the dog had him, and he'd fight with us all, and then he'd round off by having a fight on his own with dog, you know. And the dog used to get him by the wrist, and it never hurt him though. But that said, he never hurt the dog either. He knew how to fight with him, you know. And yeah, my dad was brilliant. He used to say to me, "Well, come on, join in," and she wouldn't. You know, she wouldn't. She wasn't very sort of, you know, yeah, I don't think my mother was designed to have kids. But that being said, I ended up in the children's homes, but I've got fond memories of it. And there's a girl on my Facebook called Donna. In fact, there's two girls on my Facebook that I went there with, and I remember them very well. They remember me. And, you know, yeah, because I set up a group for St Joseph's Community Home on Facebook. And yeah, it's had a few. Charmaine, a girl called Charmaine. I remember her. She was a little coloured girl, and she used to have funny hair, some weird hairstyles. But she was a lovely little kid. I remember her very well. Yeah, remember it very well. Yeah, I missed that when my dad passed away. Yeah, my dad died in 1993. But yeah, we used to have some fun. I mean, he could be strict if you've done something wrong. He let you know. He let you know you've done something wrong. But most, my dad was a very fair man. He wasn't one of these who'd go out to the boozer and come home and then start fucking, picking on you or whatever. He wasn't one of them. He was a good fella, my old fella. My dad, he was a good man. He really was. He thought the world of his family. He worked hard to provide for us. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very fond memories. Very fond. Yeah. And I think I get it from my dad. Because my dad never stayed angry for long, and I don't. I mean, if I can blow up, but no sooner I blow up, I'm back to normal again. I mean, and my dad was like that. Yet my mum, our mother, she'd hold a grudge for days. Well, I got bullied. I got bullied. We weren't in the children's home. I got bullied outside that. I got bullied at a normal school. And one night I thought, fuck it. One day I thought, fuck it. I walked home and I thought about it. Instead of getting on the bus with the rest of them, I walked home. I thought about it all the way home. I stayed up most of the night just lying in bed. I used to have my bed near the window so I could look out at the sky. Look at the stars, anyway, on a clear night. And, admire that creation that Mother Earth gave us to look at. I won't say God, because I don't fucking believe in God. But, there's a Cheshire, Manchester area. Trait Andy, work, colleague, is like that. He can bring you to tears with words, then be fine an hour later. He's from Congleton. The first home I went to was Great Morton Hall. That's in Congleton. It's a hotel now. But last I heard, it belonged to Crown Hotels. I don't know whether it still does. But yeah, yeah, we had many. I went to visit it back in the mid-80s. Well, yeah, just past the mid-80s. You believe in a guardian angel, you must also, but no. You don't have to. No, you don't have to. I don't believe there's a God. But I believe everybody has a guardian angel. Doesn't mean to say it comes from God. Yeah, good night, Malcolm. Yeah, just because you believe in a guardian angel doesn't mean to say you believe in God. That's complete rubbish. I don't believe in God. I think it's a load of bollocks. And it's just what we've been conditioned to believe. But I do believe in guardian angels, and the two are not the same. As far as I'm concerned, they're not connected. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I believe in a creator or something, but not definitively, not the God of organised religion. No, that's what I mean. I don't believe that. I don't believe in the God of organised. I mean, if there's one God, the Lord God, why is he about fucking 10,000 of the fuckers? Why does every religion have their own God? Like we've got Jehovah or Iova or whatever he's fucking called, and fucking the Muslims have got Allah, the fucking Buddhists have got Buddha. You know, the heavy rockers have got Jack Daniels. You know, why does there have to be all them gods? There should be one God, the Lord God. If there is any God, there should be one, not many. Therefore, it's a load of shit. The Bible even admits there are more than one God. Thou shalt have no God before me. Well, yes, well that's it, you see. You shouldn't worship anybody before God Almighty, if God Almighty is actually a thing. And in all honesty, guys, I don't think God Almighty is a thing, and to be honest, I think it's all the bullshit. But I'm entitled to think that. But I believe in guardian angels. I don't think angels have got anything to do with God. Because you get good angels, you get bad angels. Yeah, I know it does. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to shoot off because I don't really want to talk about God. If I wanted to talk about God, I'd ring the God channel. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'll be back tomorrow night on Vintage Electronics Repair, and we'll live in the shack with the Midland on a Friday. We'll get that on the aerial and get a rig check and see how it is. You all take care, guys and girls, and I'll be back this way tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye for now. The only difference between Jerusalem, Christianity, Islam is who the person believes in. A prophet, son of God, or prophet, son of God. But I believe in a prophet, yeah, especially the kind I can put in my wallet. But I don't believe in anything else. I believe in guardian angels, yeah, guardian angels, yes, that's it. But I don't think they're related to God, and in my eyes they're not. Anyway, guys, you all take it easy. 10:10 till we do it again and all that shit. And I'll be back this way tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.